Welcome to Kino Express channel. If you are new to the channel, kindly hit the like button and subscribe for more content updates. Justified or not, being in the dark is a terrible feeling. On this channel, you become a fly on the wall in a meeting listening to jaw-dropping conversations and ideas. Hopefully, they serve a purpose towards your next big move. Assuming you know what blockchain is, then you also know one or two features that make it secure. Blockchain technology is utilized by several crypto wallets for fast, less costly, and more secure transactions. These are probably the main reasons why some big corporations are still sticking out their necks for crypto, regardless of the recent crypto scandals. This might be the best time to say, if you have special interest in this matter, this video is not a legal advice and it is intended for educational purposes only. My advice is consult a lawyer to understand how this material is relevant to your case. While it's mostly popular for its usage in crypto transactions, blockchain is being implemented in other sectors you might not know of. These include smart contracts, NFTs, healthcare, logistics, a range of government applications, not forgetting its possible use in elections someday. Which is probably debatable, but don't cross your fingers just yet. There is the IoT application, being Internet of Things, just to name a few. Blockchain exploits the use of distributed ledger technology, which encompasses core virtues of secure ledger logs through time-stamped and thorough validation, secure from obscuring by unauthorized parties. Eventually, each of these transactions upon their completion becomes part of the blockchain. These data stored on blockchain are shared with multiple users, popularly known as node, who can access and view them at any time for transparency. Using a consensus mechanism of nodes to operate requires nodes on the blockchain to come to a consensus about a new piece of data before it is added to a block. Secondly, hashing is also used in blockchain technology and plays a role in its immutability. Hashing is part of the cryptographic process used by blockchains to keep data safe. Each block on a blockchain contains its own unique hash, or string of numbers, which ties back to cryptographic algorithm and acts as a permanent digital signature that can track changes. Newsflash. Or probably not, hashes cannot be altered once created, making it very difficult, but not impossible, for anyone to exploit a blockchain by reverse engineering the hashing algorithm. Blockchain technology's immutability is one of its most desirable attributes. So, if you try to delete or alter information within a block, you are not aligned with the network consensus on that piece of data, meaning the alteration or deletion will not take place. Now, say a transaction carried with its sensitive personal data that for one reason or the other you would prefer erased. Wouldn't that be contradictory to the very concept that deemed blockchain secure? That is a tamper-proof ledger. The obvious answer is a big yes. Nonetheless, GDPR, that is General Data Protection Regulation, stipulates circumstances under which one has the right to erasure in Articles 17 and 19. One of those instances is when a controller made your personal data public, which is basically how the nodes operate. The controller in this case is obliged to erase the data. The controller shall take reasonable steps to inform other controllers who are processing your personal data that you have requested the erasure by them of any links to or copies of your data. Reasonable steps means taking account of available technology and the cost of implementation, including technical measures. And hence our big question, is it possible to request deletion of your personal data on blockchain? If yes, how would they do that? And if they can do it, should this negate points of the tamper-proof capability of blockchain? Stick with us on the next video and listen to Dr. Katyun Beshkardana of Morgan State University as she speaks on blockchain and the right to erasure. Before you go, kindly hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and most importantly, drop your thoughts on the comments section.